Bill O'Reilly is done at Fox News. Its parent company, 21st Century Fox, said Wednesday, quote, after a thorough and careful review of the allegations, the company and Bill O'Reilly have agreed that Bill O'Reilly will not be returning to the Fox News channel. The company said in a statement, O'Reilly was notified Wednesday that his run at Fox News would be coming to an end, according to a source with knowledge of the proceedings. O'Reilly's departure was precipitated by a New York Times reporter earlier this month that O'Reilly, Fox, and 21st Century Fox had reached settlements totaling $13 million with 5 women who had accused O'Reilly of sexual harassment or verbal abuse. In the wake of the Times report, at least 60 advertisers told Fox to remove their commercials from the O'Reilly factor. Still, this in turn is a turn of events that was unthinkable even 3 weeks ago, and it is unknown how O'Reilly will respond to Fox's decision. His representatives have not yet commented, but his lawyer indicated that a statement would be forthcoming. In a letter to employees obtained by CNN 21st Century Fox patriarch Rupert Murdoch said the decision, quote, follows an extensive review done in collaboration with outside counsel. By ratings standards, Bill O'Reilly is one of the most accomplished TV personalities in the history of cable news. The 3 wrote, quote, in fact, his success by any measure is indisputable. Fox News has demonstrated again and again the strength of its talents bench. We have full confidence that the network will continue to be a powerhouse in cable news. Lastly, and most importantly, we want to underscore our consistent commitment to fostering a work environment built on the values of trust and respect. The letter concluded with an apparent nod to morale problems with Fox News recently. I understand how difficult this has been for many of you, it said. Thank you for your hard work, patience, and for the great job you all do delivering news and opinion to millions of Americans whose trust you earn every day. I look forward to even more success in the coming years. Almost immediately after the announcement of O'Reilly's departure, Fox released its new O'Reilly Less lineup, which will start Monday, the day O'Reilly had been scheduled to return from vacation. Tucker Carlson will be moving from 9 p.m. to take over O'Reilly's 8 p.m. slot, while, quote, The 5 will move to 9 p.m. with new co-host Jesse Waters. Eric Bolling, who had been a co-host of, quote, The 5, is taking the 5 p.m. hour by himself, though his new show will not debut until May 1st. Liberal groups, which had long opposed O'Reilly and had been pushing advertisers to join the boycott, celebrated the news Wednesday. Advertisers fled because they immediately recognized what Fox News has ignored for over a decade, that serial sexual harassment is not only wrong, but bad for business. Without advertisers, Bill O'Reilly's show was no longer commercially viable. Fox News had no choice but to fire O'Reilly. Accountability came from the outside, not from within. Quote, Media Matters for America, President Angelo Carlson said in a statement. Let's take a listen to the clip over here that we have from
21st Century Fox. I just want to read it to you in full. After a thorough and careful review of the allegations, the company and Bill O'Reilly have agreed that Bill O'Reilly will not be returning to the Fox News channel. Of course, this comes after the revelation earlier this month that O'Reilly and 21st Century Fox had paid out $13 million in settlements to 5 women who had accused him of sexual harassment and or verbal abuse. It is hard overstate how stunning a development this is in the American media landscape, certainly in the cable news industry. Bill O'Reilly, of course, the #1 most watched figure in cable news, a very powerful and influential voice, and very much the face of the Fox News channel. So a very stunning development today, Brooke.
Brian Stelter, stay with me, Dylan. Brian, just backing up. This is all over, multiple sexual harassment claims, this multi-million-dollar settlement that came to light. He's been on vacation. He met with the Pope today. Tell me more about what you know.
That's right. Let me go back to 2004. Bill O'Reilly was sued in 2004, charges of sexual harassment by a former producer. He paid money, they settled out of court, it went away, and he stayed on the air. But a lot has changed in 13 years. Corporate America has changed. Our society has changed. And Fox News, now hearing other allegations of harassment from other women, is no longer able to stand by O'Reilly. I think it says a lot about corporate America, about our culture, and also about conservative media. Some of O'Reilly's fans are going to be furious about this, but he has many, many detractors that were wondering if this could ever happen. 3 weeks ago, if you and I had sat here and said, Bill O'Reilly might be leaving Fox, we would have laughed at that idea. He was seen as invincible. But even Bill O'Reilly is not invincible. This network now has a decision to make about the 8 p.m. hour, but it's a lot bigger than that. It's about conservative media more broadly. And I think we should point out one other historical element to this. O'Reilly built up Fox News along with Roger Ailes. Roger Ailes was the founding CEO, and O'Reilly was his biggest star. For 20 years, they built this channel into the powerhouse that it is today. But last summer, Ailes was sued for sexual harassment, and then Fox had an internal investigation. 2 weeks after the investigation started, Ailes was forced to resign. The same exact thing has happened here, Brooke. About 2 weeks ago, the New York Times wrote about these settlements involving harassment allegations from women who said O'Reilly harassed them. He has denied those claims. But 2 weeks ago, Fox started an investigation. And some women called up and said they too have been harassed. And exactly 2 weeks to the day, once again, the Murdochs are taking this action.